2026 Indian's PowerPlus 112 engine improves on a familiar bagger formula. Indian's bagger lineup, namely the Challenger and Chieftain, continues to deliver serious comfort and serious size. For 2025, all four models in this heavyweight touring family received notable updates, including more power from the revised PowerPlus 112 engine, a refreshed user interface, and a partially implemented radar sensor safety suite. The Indian Challenger has long been my favorite in this class. The previous PowerPlus 108 engine already impressed me with its smooth, torquey character down low and surprising eagerness at higher revs for a bike this big. Now, with more displacement and a noticeable power bump, Indian is doubling down on what made these bikes great: refined performance, bold style, and long-distance comfort that doesn't fall apart when the road starts to curve. The bagger wars are more intense than ever, and Indian believes it has the right formula to challenge whatever Milwaukee throws its way. To simplify things, the Chieftain and Challenger are essentially two versions of the same bike. The Chieftain features a fork-mounted fairing, while the Challenger uses a frame-mounted, or fixed, fairing. Each has a long-distance touring variant, Roadmaster for the Chieftain and Pursuit for the Challenger, complete with a top box and passenger backrest. Until recently, the Chieftain was only offered with Indian's air-cooled, 92 horsepower Thunderstroke engine. That version is still available, but the introduction of the water-cooled PowerPlus engine marks a major addition to the lineup. There are more differences and options, of course, but with this basic structure in mind, things should, hopefully, start to make sense. All the bikes I'm riding in these photos are higher spec models equipped with the optional 112 CI PowerPlus V-twin. The Chieftain comes in at £842 ready to ride, while a fully loaded Challenger, complete with a 400-watt stereo system, tips the scales at £860. But with 126 horsepower and 133 pound-foot of torque on tap, delivered with a satisfying twist of the throttle, you're never left wanting for more power or less bike. While they're not built for tight canyon carving, both models hold their own when the road turns twisty. In fact, fast, sweeping desert highways are where these bikes truly shine. They're not just motorcycles, they're rolling symbols of the American West. When I last reviewed the Challenger, I wrote that the solid chassis, impressive suspension, and incredible torquey powerplant means the Challenger is a pliant dance partner, and I still stand by that. The floorboards will definitely touch down before anything else, so it's wise to dial things back before pushing the limits. But the core chassis and suspension tuning remain unchanged, and honestly, they didn't need fixing. I'm confident the difference between the standard Chieftain and the new PowerPlus-powered version would be noticeable. But upgrading from the previous 122 horsepower Challenger 108 to the new 126 horsepower Challenger 112? That's a more subtle change, likely imperceptible in everyday riding. Still, those extra for ponies come with some bragging rights. The engine now shares DNA with Indian's championship-winning king of the baggers race team. That alone might justify the $3,000 premium for some riders. The Chieftain Dark Horse 112 I tested comes in at $33,499, while the white Challenger Limited 112 under me was a relative bargain at $33,249. The tech package on these bikes is genuinely impressive. The PowerPlus engine has featured rear cylinder deactivation from the start, a welcome feature that helps reduce heat buildup around the rider when idling in traffic. As expected, the Bosch 6-axis IMU handles traction control, lean-sensitive ABS, and even supports a launch control mode. Returning features include 3 selectable ride modes and a touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay compatibility. For 2026, Indian has taken a big step forward by introducing a new rider assist package, adding radar-based safety tech to its bagger lineup. This includes hill hold control and electronically linked braking, both excellent additions that enhance rider confidence and control. The headline feature, though, is a radar sensor discreetly mounted between the rear turn signals. It enables blind spot monitoring, with alert lights on the mirror stalks that flash when a vehicle is detected in your blind zone. While nothing beats a good over-the-shoulder check, this system, common in cars for years, adds a valuable layer of awareness. The radar also powers a rear collision warning system, which flashes the bike's rear lights to alert tailgating drivers that they're closing in too fast. Ideally, that extra flash will snap a distracted driver out of their screen stare long enough to hit the brakes instead of hitting you.